Please welcome Ramy Youssef. Look at you. What's happening?
I'm so happy to be here with you.
I'm so happy to have you here with me.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so happy. You know, the show, they send me the screeners.
Yeah.
I get them in advance.
Yeah, of course.
Very
You've got
important.
that kind of
Juice.
connection, yeah.
Oh, I don't even have to log in. I touch my computer. It comes right up. I didn't know what the animated series. I'm watching it. I'm trying to think here. Wait, what's happening? And then all of a sudden, it's September 10th,
Yeah.
2001, and I'm like, what the about to happen? And it did, and you made it hilarious. The show's hilarious.
Thank you. No, I it was something that we felt was only possible to do in animation. And it's actually,
Yes.
it's really wild too, because we've been making the show for so many years. And I don't think there's ever been a week in America's history where immigrants feel the need to say, hey, we are #1 happy family USA.
Right.
And that is what this family feels compelled to do in 2001. And we kind of have this show coming out in this moment where it's all colliding in this wild way.
Oh, is there something going on in the government?
Yeah, a little.
How many years? You said you've been making this for many years. Before 9/11, were you making it? What did you know, Ramy?
We started making it we pitched it during Trump won. And then it's coming out now in the sequel. Yeah.
Isn't it wild that we're in eras now, like
Yeah.
Trump won. I remember Trump won. Yeah, it was so quaint and simple back then. You know, this is gonna sound crazy.
He seemed happier back then, yeah?
He did?
He did. He was like smiling more. Like he seems really stressed now. Like all the clips you were showing, I was like, you're like, oh man, he looks kind of sad. Like I don't think he likes what he's doing either.
That may be the most charitable thing I've ever heard. You think?
I always try to see it from the other point of view, even if it's his, and I'm like, he looks stressed, like he doesn't look good. He's like lying about his weight,
He's got such a good sense of humor that it keeps him young. I wonder, do you think, when you're surrounded by that, imagine being in a room with all your cabinet secretaries and they're kissing your ass so hard that it does seem sarcastic. Like, do you think he goes back into the bathroom afterwards and be like, do they really think I'm bringing a new era into America?
I think he might. They're kissing his ass, and he obviously has body image issues. He's lying about the weight and the height. And then Jon Stewart's over here talking about a front butt and stuff.
No,
the guy.
I meant it respectfully.
No, I don't think you did. And he's going through. I believe he's going through something physical, and he happens to be the president of the United States. And I think we got to just kind of look at it from
that
every angle.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think Instagram is with his self-image, and that's why? Because he looks at all these Instagram shots of all these other leaders, and he's like, they look ripped.
Dude, I think, that Putin shot, it's gotta hurt. I think there's a reason he got off X and created his own social media platform.
Right.
Where he could, control how people are seeing
Just
him.
say, are you on Truth?
Yeah, I got at Ramy from the beginning just to make sure that... And you actually, any Arab name you can just get on Truth. It's really easy. As of, it's available. You could,
cheap. They get them cheap.
You could get at Muhammad right now.
Really?
100%. Every spelling is available on Truth. Yeah, it's pretty. It's
really
a very
hoping.
limited audience base that's on there. Yeah.
I am hoping that our audience at home right now is rushing out.
You can sign up today
to register those domain names. Do you do any of that? Do you social media? Do you?
Very sparingly. Yeah. It's really hard. Being creative, and we've talked about this with Standup and stuff. It's I love being in rooms with people, and so being online can feel really crazy. And so I go on and look at sports stuff, LeBron stuff, but that's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
That's kind of.
I used to. What was so interesting to me is, we've all had this experience as stand-ups. You'll do a room, and like there'll always be like a table or like a couple of tables who like aren't digging it.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll register it and like maybe it'll get on your nerves a little bit or whatever, but then you go home.
Yeah.
Social media is like those people that thought you sucked, you have to ride in the cab with them home.
Yeah.
And like the whole time they're just like, you suck.
Yeah.
And you're a Jew.
You know what's crazy is that I get called a Jew.
Do you really?
Yeah, like I had this like New York Times thing, and like it was like the thing, and there's stuff where people are like, oh, why do you have a, and then someone just writes, another Jew, and I was like, whoa.
That's how much Jews control show business. We even
They're
have
like,
the Arabs.
he's like an undercut, yeah, and now I'm here with you.
But if that isn't a sign that I'm a CIA agent, it is so wild, though. You know, there's all these things, and Islamophobia and anti-Semitism are such brethren in like different moments. You know.
Yeah, but we got like a really bad end with our like Islamophobia is so weak. Like it just sounds
phobia.
like. Well, yeah, because it's like arachnophobia or like what. It just sounds like, oh yeah, you had a weird Islamic experience as a kid, huh? You got a little Islamophobia.
Like, you don't like
man.
flying or Muslims?
No, but no, you can get over it. Just like try some halal meat, and then like you'll get over like, you know, it's like Islamophobia. It's like a shellfish allergy. It's like, oh yeah, no, he doesn't want any. He has Islamophobia. Like it sounds so benign. Anti-Semitism is like, whoa, like dude, like what?
You know
what
what
are you on about? You know, so I think even from just on a real word language level, we're at an incredible disadvantage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. And that's because you're Islamophobic. And that's like wild.
The timing.
That's wild
God,
because
the timing of it.
it's just wild because we know each other. Yeah,
I know.
We're both from Jersey.
The ism.
It's
I'm gonna have to
really
go through our
wild.
text chains and find out how subtle my Islamophobia has been here.
It's there. Yeah.
But they'll hit me. I generally get, no matter what I'll put on the web, and I try not to do it much. Third comment is always, you changed your name, Jew. And you're always like, really? I'm fooling people? Is that? Look at this face. Like, you'd see this maybe on a Yentl poster. That's the only... Who am I kidding for all these things? Now, are you still, the clubs are still your favorite?
Yeah, I mean,
still hitting the clubs.
Yeah, going out. I mean, it's the best. It's so fun, and then it becomes, you know, we made this animated show that's like filled with, you know, those like thoughts you have in a notebook when you're going to do stand-up, and you're like, maybe this will work, maybe it won't, and then we get to make this incredible show with so many characters that get to say all this stuff that, you know, you don't need like the rate is so fast, and that's what's been so fun.
Just joke. And you're. Can I tell you my favorite? This is going to sound like a crazy thing.
Yeah.
So the show's great, and it's just layered with so many jokes, and yet, and the subject matter can get dark, but it's really clever. It's not cloying. Like, it's really good.
Yeah.
But there's a pool scene where you go. I don't want to say you. It's Ramy, but it's like a kid your age in 2001, dealing with his, you know, friends in a town in New Jersey after 9/11, and there's a pool party.
Yeah.
And my favorite part of it is, it's like a Peanuts thing, as they're doing a pan across the pool, and there's one blonde dude in the pool with floaties on, and he's just doing this. And it's the every Peanuts character dance to music that it's just animate dancing. How about? It's such a great detail.
It's like loaded with so many little details and music and kind of the ability to, like, you know, do things that, you know, when I grew up, my grandmother was always watching TV. Like, you try to talk to her and she's just at the TV watching her shows, and then you go to make an animated show and it's like, okay, so the grandmother is always going to have her TV with her everywhere. Yeah. And we build this show where everywhere she goes, she's dragging this cart that has her television. Like, she's at a funeral, she's watching her shows, and that's the kind of stuff you can't do in live action.
I love that the halal cart turned into a piano.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, I always had this fascination. My dad grew up in the city, you know. I grew up with my dad working in the city, and it was so funny to me when you go through Midtown and you see the news ticker on the Fox News building, and it's saying all these horrible headlines about Muslim countries and Muslim people, and then you kind of look right down, and there's the halal cart right on the corner. And you see all the guys with the Fox badges buying food from the halal cart guy, and I was like, man, this guy's got the best hustle. Because he knows, like, they're in there and they're saying all this stuff about Muslim people, but then there's that, like, guilty part of them on their lunch break that's like, let me try a little halal, you know, and he's right there to make the buck. And so when we started making this show, I'd always been so fascinated by that guy there, and that becomes the dad in the show. He is the guy who's selling halal
And you're
meat
the
on
dad,
that.
too.
I play the dad as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And the music. Do you do music?
I write them. Yeah, I write these like songs.
When did the music go? Are you music?
I am music.
Are you music?
Yeah. And I think that's, you know,
When did that
important.
start?
In high school I played guitar, but I never really,
Dude,
you know.
we've known each other for a long time. Why? You never? I play drums, man.
Dude.
We could kick it. We would be crazy. We could call it kosher halal. We could do that. Why aren't we doing this?
I'm open. We could do it.
Listen.
Do you sing?
I have a van.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible drummer, but I can bring our shit to wherever we play. I do not sing. I've never, but the singing in it, the music is great. There's some really funny songs in it.
It was so much fun. Yeah, it is like one of my favorite parts of the show, getting to do that.
And what else is next? What's coming? What's next?
We got the show coming out this week. I got to do this crazy cool movie, Mountainhead, that's coming out next month. Written by Jesse Armstrong, who did Succession. It's so fun. Yeah, it's very, very fun. It's a very
multi-hyphenate.
It's really exciting, and yeah, our friend Steve Carell's in it, and he's like honestly such a joy. Yeah,
he really.
Yeah,
is.
he told me like so many stories about you that yeah.
Did any of them mention Mountainhead? Oh, terrible. I don't know.
No, that was really good, man.
No, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I went immediately to that.
I loved it. Yeah.
How much fun there was working with Carell. Like, he is, and the deadpan is what'll get you.
No, and it's like he's so inspiring, and he's like the way he kind of picks up a character, and he's like such a true film actor too. Like, so you get to bounce off him, and it's just it's unbelievable.
I miss all those guys.
Dude.
It's so good to see you, man.
Thanks for having me.
You're the man.
Yeah.
#1 Happy Family USA, April 17th on Prime Video. Ramy Youssef.